was wondering, outside linebackers have a wolf pack. Inside linebackers got a
Oh, we savages. Savages, baby.
But isn't that everybody?
We savages. We trademarked it. And we'll spread the wealth with the rest of the defense.
How long has that been?
Since we've been here. It date back to guys Ryan Rankin, Tim Kimbrough.
Okay.
It date back, we some savages.
So everyone else stole it?
Yeah, they kind of just ran off with it a little bit.
Okay.
But we don't mind, we lease it out.
I thought that was a recruiting thing.
Nah. It had to stem from somewhere, no? It first stemmed from the inside room.
So how did it start?
I just feel like it was a thing that we play with because the coaches that we don't have, Coach Shue, Coach Smart, everybody, you wouldn't be here if you wasn't physical. You wouldn't be here if you wasn't blessed physically. So we just try to kick that up a notch. So we're savages rather than just being physical.
If you were going to be an animal of some sort, what kind of animal would you be?
What kind of animal would I be?
Yeah,
Let's see. We'll be some Tasmanian devils.
Okay.
Can't control them.
We were talking to Kirby back in there, and he was saying that, you've been a vocal leader for about 2 years now. Coming back for your senior year after missing some time last year, you feel like you're taking more of that responsibility as a leader for the linebacking corps?
I don't feel like the time away made any difference or made a push for anything, but I just feel like it's the time for it now. It's my senior year. Guys are looking up to us for guidance, us as in the seniors, looking up for us for guidance and things of that such. So I'm just accepting that role.
You got back in the starting lineup against South Carolina. Was that a good feeling? I mean, just knowing you're trotting out there first. I
mean, it doesn't matter who's go out there first. We all work the same. It's a rotation between the backers, us four, and it's just whoever's hot, that's who's in, and that's the case. We all play our role.
Can you kind of give me a description of Coach Smart's mentality out of practice? I saw him out there today. He's just like barking at people or being all fired up. Can you kind of describe his mentality?
I just feel like it's a mentality that good isn't good enough. We're striving for greatness. I know great is hard to come by, but pushing forward, you'll be better than good. He doesn't allow us to get comfortable. That's the drop-off between a lot of teams and guys who do well and guys who don't.
And then from the time he came in here, I mean, how difficult was it to buy in? And now that y'all have, are y'all starting to see those results, I guess, not only from a win and loss standpoint,
right,
but from just the culture and how things are within the program?
I say it was definitely a process. It was definitely a process that we did have to buy into. And once guys found that the process worked, it was a no-brainer from then. Everybody wanted to hop on board.
You guys are in a little gauntlet here where South Carolina threw the ball and spread it a lot. You understand Middle Tennessee State throws spreads a lot, and certainly Missouri will. Is this good that you're getting 3 teams like this in a row, or are they very different in the way they go about their business as 3 teams?
Those guys do throw the ball a lot, but it's kind of different, the schemes that they run. But just as far as these type of offense, we have to be great zoners. So that's been an emphasis in practice, just being great zoners, breaking on the ball and things of those such for teams that does air raid the ball.
When it comes to y'all's ability to rush the passer, how would you evaluate you guys through 2 games? I know Kirby said that he wanted to see you guys constantly improve in that area.
Right. Going back and look at tape, we actually had more pressure than I thought, just from being in the game. So that's just going to be a stride, considering we do play these teams that pass the ball. Pass rush is definitely going to be an emphasis, so it's kind of been a focus.
We were talking to Kirby about it, and he said that the way you guys play defense, the whole run-first mentality, that you guys don't just pin your ears back and go, the D-linemen have their own responsibilities and run stopping, that may hinder you guys a little bit sometimes when it comes to rushing the passer. Do you kind of see how that might be the case?
I can see that, but at the end of the day, it's all about reading and reacting. Reading and reacting. Reading whether it's a run, reading whether it's a pass, just reading and reacting.
Do you ever lobby for some snaps and get out there on the edge and do that?
Say it again.
Do you ever lobby to get some edge snaps and get a chance to get after the quarterback? I know that's something you've done here in the past.
I kind of try to stay in coach ear, stay on his hip pocket. Hey, coach, put me in for a rush. But I just kind of get in where I fit in. Like I said, the guys on this team play their role, and everyone has a role.
Another question on Coach Smart. I mean, I know you've been asked about this situation a lot, but after everything that you had kind of gone through the past couple of years. I mean, what does it say about Kirby that he was willing to give you that opportunity again?
It's just a blessing. It's a blessing to play for a man that believes in what he believes, and I'm just glad to have moved forward from it.
Going back to that rotation at linebacker you talked about, how does that rotation help you guys stay fresh and kind of in the game and being able to go out when needed?
It definitely keeps fresh legs. That's the name of the game now. Depth. How much depth do you have? So that rotation, getting guys on, getting guys off, and being able to keep those fresh legs, that's big when it comes down to fourth quarter and even time after that for those tough games.
Does that, oh, sorry. Does it sometimes do you kind of struggle like kind of coming on and off, or do you kind of not have a problem being able to go in and go out?
Not really. We don't really struggle. Each guy has played with each other, so it's no one guy plays with this guy and this guy plays with that guy. Everyone rotates with each other, so everybody feels comfortable enough to play next to anybody.
The kind of commonality between the past 3 years, it was kind of three-headed monster, you and Roquan and Reggie. Now it's 4-man rotation. How would you kind of describe it?
Like I said, depth, man. Guys have been working their tails off. Guys have been working. Tay Crowder, guys have been working. Money Rice, guys have been working. Jawan Taylor, guys have been working to all have the opportunity to be able to play. And I feel like each guys deserve that opportunity, and that's how we approach it.
What's the biggest way you think you guys will complement each other when you're on the field? You always do something a little bit different else. What's the biggest way you think y'all?
Exactly. Like everybody has their strengths, everybody has their weaknesses, so we just try to play off each other, complement each other.
Have you seen, what have you seen out of Tyndall in play?
Those guys are coming along. We pushing them a little bit. We want them to play where we're giving them roles. We asking for a lot on special teams. We ask them to contribute a lot to our defense. We give them reps on the defense. We want those guys to play. We want those guys to play, learn as fast as they can, and kind of we want this to be LBU.
How hard is that transition from high school to playing inside linebacker in the SEC?
It's tough, man. It's been a while since I went through that transition. It's 4 years now.
Yeah.
But it's tough, man. The speed's different, the intensity's different. It's just a couple things those guys got to get used to.
Talking about that transition, there's a lot of talk about the composure and the physicality, the culture of that on defense. How do you feel Tyson Campbell has bought into that culture?
I feel like he's bought in really well. Obviously, that's a guy we're depending on right now. And I feel like that's something the guys that's on the field with him have helped him gain. Because he's not just out there by himself. Everybody's talking to him, everybody's communicating with him, and just making him as comfortable as possible.
When it comes to